Say hey, welcome into another edition of Say Hey Plays. My name is Jose Bouquett, and alongside me, an old friend of mine, not many people might be aware of. It is Andrew Santangelo. Andrew, how are you doing?
I'm doing very well. Glad to be back on here and excited to join you. What about you?
Doing okay. Doing okay. I've had a interesting morning. Like I said, I woke up a little late today, so we're getting a little bit of a late start to the day. Have not made any official plays yet, I believe. Either didn't tweet anything last night. So we are coming into this show very fresh as a daisy. We'll make all of our additions on the show today. It'll be a fun show. I can't wait. A full card today too, Andrew. How's your baseball season going so far for you?
It's been up and down. Phillies seem to not been able to figure things out yet, but it's an exciting time. It's back. I mean, me just watching every game MLB TV, so I'm excited. It's going very well though. It's going very well. As a
Yeah,
baseball standpoint, it's going extremely well. As a Phillies fan, it's the classic Philly up and down trend.
yeah. Of course, I unfortunately talking to you too much. I think that I bet on the Phillies too many times this year, and they're extremely maddening to bet on. I will admit. So I'm going to try to not bet on them as much, Andrew. But I feel like it's your head and the back of my head saying, "Just bet on them. The Eagles, the fellas, they're gonna win. Don't worry, everything's gonna be fine."
Hey,
And
you don't pick them to win. You look at like the player props. That's what you look at with the Phillies.
yeah, well, that is unfortunately all they are good with right now. Thank you, as always, for everyone watching the show. We appreciate you guys. Moose Money in the chat, by the way, shoved it right up my hoop. He called Martin Perez having a great start against the Oakland A's shitty bats. I had a triple up spot with the A's yesterday. None of them cash. Moose Money was all over it. Martin Perez dominates. It's very sad. Ronnie and Bergia, this is live. Yes, welcome to the live show. Appreciate you. Big Show picks, of course. Thank you as always. Dabby Cab in the building. Thanks, Cabby, for filling in yesterday. We appreciate you, my man, and all this stuff. By the way, Chad Cannon went to high school with the kid that got punched by Mike Tyson. Dude was always picking fights. You know what? I saw after that video, Chad. I could see why that guy was picking fights. That was crazy. We can get right into it, Andrew. But of course, we don't start any say hey plays without officially giving a shout out to everyone, of course, that donated. Look at all those lovely banners from Say Hey 17 and on. But we are on Say Hey Plays 18 now, Andrew. 18. So
18.
let's get it started. All right. Say Hey Plays 18 officially underway. First game on the docket. Boston Red Sox versus Tampa Bay Rays. Woo! The Red Sox take one that hurt yesterday. Man, oh man. Up in the game. Think they're gonna win. Last out. Hit to Trevor Story. And Trevor Story kind of stumbles a bit. Bobby Ballback misses the ball. Next play later, Kevin Kiermaier hits a 2-run home run. And this is just crazy to see. I mean, the Red Sox just take a loss like that. It hurts really badly. Now they've got Shane McClanahan. By the way, D'Lo, first time watching the show. This is a new show. Appreciate you watching, my man. Say hey plays every day, Monday through Friday, Saturday, Sunday too. So we'll be here. But like I said, the Rays pull one out of their ass last night. I think today will be another Rays day. Unfortunately, I think the Red Sox, if they're going to win the series, is going to be yesterday. Shane McClanahan on the bump versus Rich Hill at Chicago. Last time out for Shane McClanahan, 6 innings pitched, 4 hits, 2 earned runs, 1 earned off a home run, 9 Ks, 0 walks for McClanahan versus Oakland, 4 and 2/3, 2 hits, 3 earned runs, 3 Ks, 3 walks. And to start off his season, McClanahan went out against Baltimore, 4 and 1/3, 4 hits, no earned runs, 7 Ks, 2 walks. Rich Hill on the other side. Bet on Rich Hill last time. His father died recently. He pitched on a marathon Monday. I sunk my teeth into the if dad dies, he's gonna go out there, pitch a gem, then go on the bereavement list kind of thing. That did not happen. I'm ultimately off on this game. Minus 180 is a little bit too much for the Rays, honestly. 148, not something I'm interested with the Red Sox. First five, Look at minus a half at minus 135. Honestly, the only thing I'm looking here would be first five under here. Red Sox offense has been garbage. So let's see it here. And I think that Rich Hill could have a nice start, bounce back. And he knows these Tampa Bay Rays well, of course, because he's on the team last year. So just something to keep an eye out there. So, Andrew, anything for you here?
No, I want to stay away from this game. I think, again, like you said, Rich Hill's been struggling. You don't know. He could have a bounce back game. It's like you said, former team. So sometimes that bodes well for pitchers. I don't really like picking either of this one because I feel like you just got two kind of question marks. You don't know which other team's going to kind of come out here. The lefty against the Red Sox lineup kind of worries me as well. I mean, you have a bunch of right-handed hitters there, and Trevor Story, Xander Bogaerts. So that kind of scares me for a raised left-hander. So that's why I just stay away from this game. Too many question marks for me.
Yeah, I mean, I don't hate that at all right now. Red Sox against lefties, 18th, 88 weighted ones created plus. The offense has started slow, obviously. That's been the big talk of Red Sox Nation. The offense has just been awful. So something's got to change here for the Red Sox. I don't know if it's going to change with Shane McClanahan on the bump, though. He's a really good pitcher. Someone that I don't think the Red Sox will get many runs off of. So I will stay off, and I'd lean full game under as well. All right, next game. Colorado Rockies, Detroit Tigers, Chad Kuhl versus Tyler Alexander here. Chad Kuhl has started off his year pretty good, Andrew. I did not expect the former Pittsburgh Pirate guy to come in here and pitch as well as he has. First start versus, or I should say, at the Texas Rangers, 4 and a third, 2 hits, 1 earned run. Pretty shocking that he got 1 earned run with 5 walks, or sorry, four walks, 5 Ks. But he went out there, did his thing, and then he backed it up again against your Phillies. At home versus the Phillies, 6 innings pitched, 2 hits, 4 Ks, and a walk. Andrew, I'm sure you watched that game. What do you
I
think
did.
of Chad Kuhl?
He's been impressive this year, and that's why I actually have a play on this game. I like the Rockies just straight up money line at plus 110. I think he's been a very good pitcher again, and I think he's going to go out there and facing a up and down Tigers team, a team that, again, you can't get really a feel for. So I think the Rockies come out who've jumped out to a fast start, which we've definitely seen in the past. I think the Rockies find a way to win this series on the road today, and Chad Kuhl continues to pitch very, very well. And I like the way his pitches have been moving, and he's got 9 Ks in 10 innings. So I like his chances here to go out and get a win for Colorado.
Little dog spot for Colorado here. I think it's pretty crazy. We see Tyler Alexander being a minus 130 favorite for these Detroit Tigers.
Yeah.
It's pretty that's pretty tough to see. And Moose Money as well, shutting out Chad Kuhl home road splits, much worse on the road. Yeah, we saw obviously Chad Kuhl do his thing home and away last 2 starts, which was a little surprising. He has a 153 average against these guys. Tucker Barnhart has seen him a lot, but only 2 hits, 6 Ks. Jamie Candelario, 8 for 2, 2 Ks, a triple. And Miguel Cabrera, 7 for 2, a home run, 3 Ks. I kind of like Chad Kuhl today. You're right, Andrew. You are right there. I don't hate that look. I don't know if I'm going to get to the window with it. But I think I would also lean towards the Rockies. Rockies money is coming in right now. The line is at plus 111, minus 133 for the Tigers. So money is coming in on the Tigers, but I don't hate your Rockies look at all. And Chad Cannon putting in something that makes me like the Rockies even better. Tigers right now hitting 200 with a 589 OPS versus right-handed pitching. Definitely not what you want in that scenario right there. So I think I'm also leaning Rockies with you guys, obviously, but ultimately a pass game for you. Andrew, you're going to make the Rockies official?
Yes.
Beautiful. We'll get you a full game money line, correct?
Yes, full game money line.
All right, we'll get you plus 111 for the full game money line. No thanks on this one, though, for me. Let's keep it rolling here. Cleveland Guardians versus the New York Yankees. Garrett Cole back on the mound, and everyone knows how I feel about Garrett Cole. Everyone, if you've seen this show, you know that I have been fading Garrett Cole at all stops this year. He He's a cheater. If we'll start there, he uses sticky stuff, and he's trying to get used to life without it, essentially. And I think this could be a spot where he struggles. To be honest with you, I'm thinking hard about this one because right now, Guardians against right-handed pitching, the best in the league at 140 weighted runs created plus. Obviously, we take that with a grain of salt because these Guardians are not the hitting team we kind of expected them to be. We all thought low offense, whatever, but 140 weighted runs created plus, 7 points higher than the next team is pretty convincing. I just kind of have to think of a way or find a way to fade Garrett Cole here. You could look at the plus a half at plus 115 for the first five, if that's something that interests you. But it takes a sack to bet against Garrett Cole, especially with the success he's got against these guys. Fredmil Reyes, 9 at bats, 1 hit, 4 Ks. Jose Ramirez, 18 at bats, 5 hits, 2 home runs, 5 Ks. So he has success against him. That would make me feel better. Miles Straw, 1 for 6. And by the way, shout out to Miles Straw for being about that action for the Yankees fans last night. That was pretty awesome to see. Anthony Goose, 0 for 7, 4 Ks. Josh Naylor hits him pretty well, 3 of 6, a double, a home run, 2 home runs. Oscar Mercado, again, also about that action, 0 for 6 with a strikeout. So honestly, here I think I'm leaning towards the Guardians, and I'm gonna write down Guardians first five minus a half, or sorry, plus a half at 115, plus 115. And I'm gonna mark that for later. Chat, like I said, I have not made anything official today going into the show. One of those rare shows where I didn't. So if you guys, I would love your guys' help in all this capping wise. You guys see a play you like, shout it out in the chat, please. Be interesting. I've already tailed you guys before. Shout out to my man Cal Hentlian. Hit with the Oakland A's the other day. Tailed that and it hit. So don't be afraid to put your plays in the chat. Maybe I'll tail it if I like it, and we'll see here. Go, keep it moving, rolling along. Andrew, what do you have on this game?
Well, you got 2 struggling pitchers here, but 2 pitchers that could bounce back. So that's what makes it interesting. I was looking at, I do like, and I like player props. Aaron Savelli's, his strikeout over 4.5 at plus 124. I get it. He's struggled. His biggest question is how deep will he go into the game? He's averaging just over a strikeout an inning with 8 strikeouts in 7 innings. So that's the concern, is how deep into the game can he go? But I do like the over 4.5 at plus 124. I think that's an interesting number. What would you think about something like that?
Over 4.5, you said?
Yeah.
I do like that.
You got some strikeout guys on that Yankees offense. I mean, with obviously your boy Stanton and Judge and all them.
I love how they are referred to as my boys, but you're right. There is swing and miss in this Yankees lineup. I will not dispute that. I don't hate that, though. I'm not a big player prop, guys, as the guys in the chat know, but I don't hate that at all. If you're going to play this game, you want to attack the Yankees somehow. Bet maybe the strikeout prop. And Savali is a good pitcher. I mean, we've talked about him before on this program. So I don't hate that look at all. Oh man, am I really going to trust the Cleveland Guardians offense again here? That's the holdup. I mean, they're allegedly the best in the league, but I'm still very trepidatious sometimes to put my money on them. Jedi for Life saying he likes Cleveland first five minus a half, or plus a half, I should say. Dabby Cab likes the first 5 over here. Don Monaco, I believe that says that's over 2.5 for Cleveland runs, minus 130. A little juicy, but not afraid to play it. Moose Money said he threw the Yanks in a big city parlay with the Dodgers. Viper MB first 5. Guardians, but he's off this game. And Eric Jones, Cleveland plus 175, over 7.5. And Don Mack, first 5 over 3.5. Yankees might get it off Savali alone. That's very interesting. I did not look at the first 5 total. It is a 3.5. Wow, that is low. That is a very interesting number there. I'll also write that one down here, Andrew. That's a good one. All right, I'm sorry for rambling here so much. I just want to see what the chat has to say. And, they are what makes this show so great and help me out so much. So let me write down that minus 120 for the first 5 over 3.5. Appreciate you guys as always for watching. Hit the like button while you're here. 78 people watching. Appreciate you guys. And by the way, just a quick heads up, some of the graphics do not have the odds on there right now. I will read the odds live right now, but starting, I don't know which game exactly. Some of the graphics don't have odds, so don't hate me for that. Next game on the docket, Miami Marlins versus the Atlanta Braves, and it's Baby Jesus Day again. Jesus Luzardo. I was on him a lot. I was on him heavy last time out against the Cardinals, one of the best hitting teams against lefties, and they touched him up a little bit. 4 1/3, 7 hits, 5 runs, 4 earned against Luzardo. 2 walks, 3 Ks. I still believe in Jesus, man. I still do. I think he's a good pitcher, and I want to see how he does today, but I don't know if I can bet him financially again after what happened last time out against the Cardinals. The Braves right now are, they're not the lineup that we thought they would be going into this year right now. 10th in weighted runs created plus against lefties, 113, so they're obviously above average. And by the way, Kyle Hitlian, lovely man, $10 dono. Streak ended last night with the Angels game, unfortunately, but we bounced back with the Cardinals money line. 5K. That's going to be fun to watch. I am going to write that down for the Cardinals game here, Kyle, because we are going to get to it here in a second, and we will talk about it. My man. Thank you so much for the dono. I appreciate you. My dude, just another banner. Kyle Henley and getting all the banners up here. He's getting greedy. Love it, my man. So like I said, Bryce Elder on the other side, Andrew. I cannot financially invest in Bryce Elder. I think he is a pretty decent pitcher to start off the year. 4 1/3, 3 hits, 2 earned runs, 5 walks, unfortunately, 3 Ks at the San Diego Padres. So a pretty decent start without those walks. Not something I want to back, though, honestly. I'm off this game entirely, I believe. This has been an ugly card, obviously. If you guys can tell, I didn't have anything going into it, and I'm passing a lot of games. But I've got nothing on this one, Andrew. What about you?
I'm going to pass on this game as well. Again, I don't like the direction of both these teams right now. You're still waiting for that Atlanta team to break through. Like you said, even though they lost Freddie Freeman, they still have a lot of bats in this lineup. It's only a matter of time before they can. And I mean, those top 4 have already combined for 15 home runs this season. So they still got power at the top, but it's just such a big drop off right now in the back half of that lineup. So just an interesting team there for Atlanta. And then you have a Miami team who's kind of, depends on the day, kind of plays above their potential. So it's two weird teams so far, 2 pitchers I can't put trust in. So I'm staying away from this game as well.
Teflon Don likes Atlanta. Fade Jesus on the road, first 5. I don't hate that at all. I'm a big Jesus guy, like you guys know, but he lost us money last time. So how can I back him here? I mean, and a Braves lineup is still good. Moose Money said, if I remember correctly, Luzardo couldn't finish off hitters, 2 Ks, but I did have other games on. Renee, I almost fucked up your name, Renee. Renee Fisher killed my Marlins first 5 yesterday. Dude gives up home runs like he's serving up hotcakes. And Ronnie Umbergi, I killed him last time with this one. Screwed up a 4-teamer. He's a sentimental A's fan, too, and he wants him to do well. So, yeah, I think he screwed me, too, last time, guys. So I'm just going to stay off this game. I think this is going to be the best part for us here. Just keep it moving. By the way, shout out to Nasty Nate, my guy. Red Sox today. Hope they win. Very disappointing loss for us last night, Nate. But I hope to see you in September, my dude. Giants Nationals. Next game on the docket. Logan Webb on the road. We faded him successfully last time out. 3 2/3, 6 hits, 3 earned runs, 3 walks, and a strikeout for Webb at the Metropolitans. His worst start of the year by far. He loves pitching at home, at Candlestick, or whatever we're calling the Giants Stadium nowadays. Last time at home for the Logan Webb experience. Obviously, you saw his 8 innings pitch, 4 hits, 1 earned run, 7K appearance. On the other side, Yoan Adon, pretty good, I guess. You know, the Nats have decided instead of going with old dudes, they're going to go with young dudes in the rotation, which I like. I think the Nats are I don't know if they're bet on per se, but I'd rather bet on them when they have a younger guy than like Aaron Sanchez on the mound, for example.
Yeah.
But last time out for Adon, 6 1/3, 3 hits, 2 walks, 5 Ks, no earned runs versus the Diamondbacks. Shitty lineup, but something to build off of. A lot of people all over the Giants here. A lot of people all over the Giants here, and I don't blame them. I'm not on the Giants. I don't want to make anything official on the Giants. Minus 200, a little too expensive for me. Logan Webb on the road, a little scary for me. Minus a half right now for the Giants is at minus 135 for the first five. And the first five total is at 4. Maybe I'd lean under the 4 there, for example. But I just think that Logan Webb, like I said, struggles on the road, but this lineup on the Nationals is good enough, or sorry, say bad enough to make him look good. So I hope that he goes out there and dominates, and then next time on the road he hits a higher number, then so we can fade him. So I will appreciate that, and I think it'll be a fun game to watch, just because Logan Webb's a fun pitcher to watch, but another game that I am out on. So, Andrew, what do you have here?
Yeah, I like the Giants first 5, and then I kind of like the under in this game too. I think Adon's coming off a very good start against Arizona. I don't think he's going to go out and deal like he did in that game and give up a 0 spot. But I think Logan Webb on the other end is going to hold Washington to 1 or 2 runs, and I think it's kind of going to be one of those 5-1, 6-2 type games in favor of the Giants. So I would look at the under in this one as well. That's at minus 115. So I don't hate that.
And by the way, Nasty Nate asking for the mortgage plays from Kyle Henley, and I don't hate that. It's a good start. It's a good start to a graphic right there, Kyle. The mortgage play, I don't hate that. We'll talk about that mortgage play right now. Quick breakdown of that Nationals Giants game. We are moving in a brisk pace today. I love it. I love it. I love it. Cardinals versus the Reds. Wainwright versus Nick Lodolo here. And like we said, Kyle Hanlon, big boy 5K bet on the Cardinals money line, a minus 140. When you're betting that large lines at some point, don't give a fuck. As we all know, with the Cardinals, they smash lefties. And I think that everyone in the chat right now, as I'm not looking at the screen, or I should say at the chat, is probably saying Cardinals. First right now are these Cardinals in weighted runs created plus against lefties, 176. Andrew, do you know who's second right now in weighted runs created plus against lefties?
I do not.
The Phillies.
Really?
The Phillies are second.
That's
yes,
surprising.
that's what I said. That's what I said. 164.
That's surprising.
164 weighted runs created plus for the Phillies there in second. So yeah, I mean, it makes complete sense why you'd be taking the Cardinals here, and I think I'm gonna join you guys. I want to back the Cardinals in some way here. I wanted to back Nick Lodolo, but unfortunately, Nick, you throw with the wrong arm. And you're a lefty, so I've got to take the Cardinals here. Oh boy, Cardinals first 5 minus a half at even money. That's interesting, guys. Moose money. Just when I come back, first thing I see, grab first 5 full game at plus money. Andrew, I'll let you go here while I look at lines and decide what I'm going to bet. Andrew, what do you have on this one?
Like you're talking about the Cardinals hit left. I like the Cardinals team total over 4.5 at minus 104. I think that's definitely a play here. And then I don't hate and I get it. Sometimes the run lines are tough, but the minus 1.5 plus 114 for St. Louis. I think this pitching matchup's just that big of a mismatch, but that's not a bad play as well. And I like that minus 1.5 for the total game at plus 114. Not bad odds there as well.
Man, oh man, I like that there. And by the way, Colin Henley and shutting out Cards Giants parlay, not bad. And Viper MB, the Reds should quit baseball. I think it would be funny if one day they were all playing and getting shit pumped, and they were like, you know what? Fuck this. They just drop their gloves and leave. That'd be awesome. That'd be good. Get a good chuckle out of that. I don't want to play baseball anymore. If I'm on the Reds. Reds are 2-13 this year. They're still losing games. Honestly, now I'm in the process of trying to decide if I want to pull a Bobano here, gentlemen, on the chat, everyone. I'm deciding if I want to do the Bobano first 5 full game money line here. Minus 135, minus 145 for Bobano. Those are 2 juicy plays. I don't particularly enjoy giving out or betting those 2 juicy plays here. But it just seems like the Cardinals are their spot, everyone. It seems like Cardinals are the spot. So I think I'm going to adopt the Bobano full game first 5 split here. And as Bobano does, I will not give a fuck about the lines there, and minus 145 for me full game for the Cardinals, and minus 135 for the first 5 runs. So there you go. There's a 2 official plays. First 5 full game Cardinals split here. I think they roll. What are you going to say here, Andrew?
I don't hate these 2 player props either off the lefty. Nolan Arenado over 1.5 bases, minus 115, and then Albert Pujols, even 2 guys off to a great start, over 1.5 bases, plus 140. I don't hate that as well. 2 guys that have been hitting lefties. Arenado hitting 392 on the season, 5 home runs, 14 RBIs, and Albert Pujols hitting 302. So two guys to watch there in the middle of that Cardinals lineup off this pitcher.
Man, Pujols still doing it, huh? That's fucking crazy to see. That is fucking crazy to see. And Nolan Arenado, I would call him the leader in the NL for the MVP right now. And by the way, Joey Votto owns Wainwright, so you could look at Joey Votto props too. Has not been hitting well, but don't hate that. And the Cardinals, or I should say, and obviously Great American Ballpark for the Reds is a hitter's ballpark, so that makes me feel better. I said last week or last time out, Wainwright was the one facing Luzardo that I wanted to fade Wainwright on the road, and now I'm backing him on the road, which is my only trepidation here. I also don't hate an overlook for the Reds game, but it's hard to bet overs right now. It's very hard to bet overs. So, man, 3 plays on this card so far as we move along through it. I'm excited to see this game, and I'm on the Kyle Hanley bandwagon now. We're all riding Cardinals here, Kyle. So no pressure. But I'm just joking, obviously. Next game on the docket: White Sox Twins, and Lucas Giolito's back. Thank the heavens. My Cy Young pick is back. He strains his lower abdominal in his first start at Detroit. Concerning if you have Cy Young tickets at plus 1,000 for Lucas, like I do. But he dominated. He was looking fantastic. 4 innings pitched, only 1 hit, 2 walks, 6 Ks at Detroit. I can't back him here yet. Not yet. I need to see it first. I think he's going to win the Cy Young. Like I told you guys, on the other side, Chris Archer, a pitcher I hate. I don't know what it is. I just don't want to bet on him. I don't want to watch his starts. I don't like him. Kansas City last time out for Chris Archer, where I tried to fade him and he shoved 4 1/3, 4 hits, 2 earned runs off a home run, 3 walks, 5 Ks. And then versus LA, start off a year, 4 innings pitched, 2 hits, 3 Ks, no earned runs, no walks. So proof's in the pudding. He's been dominating. He's been doing really well, and I can't lie about it and say that he's not. So, honestly, I was looking initially at a first 5 under 4, because the White Sox offense has been that inept. But I think I'm just eventually going to stay off this game because I don't like Chris Archer, and I think the White Sox, if they ever snap out of this, maybe they snap out versus a pitcher I don't like and I don't think is very good in Chris Archer. Andrew, what do you have here?
I was looking at the main play. I was looking at would be a no-run first inning, minus 135. It's a little much there on the odds, but 2 pitchers. Obviously, like you said, Chris Archer doing very well. Lucas coming back. I think this is a good spot for a no-run first inning. I think both pitchers kind of come out dealing here in this game. The overall game totals over under 7.5. Obviously, not a big number there as well. So I think this could be a no-run first inning.
Viper making a good point, a really good point, and we saw it play a huge factor yesterday in the Cubs game. There was 17-mile-per-hour winds out, and the Cubs took every advantage of that yesterday, and we're back here again, 17-mile-per-hour out. Very interesting there, and that really makes me want to bet the first 5 over 4. But that is at minus 120. And like I've told you guys, I don't like betting overs right now. It's kind of tough. You have to pick your games correctly. Obviously, there was some that hit last night. A couple over games. I think, honestly, it's one of the more higher scoring days of baseball this year. But, yeah, I'm going to stay off. This game. I just don't trust Lucas Giolito yet, even though I think he's going to win the Cy Young. I need to see him come back from this injury first. So I think he'll be fine. But let's just see it first. Next game on the docket, marquee matchup this weekend. Toronto Blue Jays versus the Houston Astros. Yusei Kikuchi versus the Astros. Right now, the Blue Jays are at plus 105. Astros minus 125 with the over-under set at 8.5. Interesting number there. Kikuchi came out here last time. I was with the spin doctor. He said to monitor Kikuchi, to watch him. He could be bet on. And he dominates the Red Sox. 5 innings pitched, 3 hits, an earned run, 3 walks, 3 Ks at the Red Sox. Has not pitched at home yet, so I'm not worried about that. The Red Sox offense has been shitty, so you can take that with a grain of salt if you guys want. But he went to New York, 3 1/3, 3 hits, 3 runs, 2 earns off of 1 home run, 2 Ks, 2 walks there. Luis Garcia on the other side, a pitcher that I like and I think is bet on the road here versus the LA Angels at home. 5 2/3, 4 hits, 3 earned runs, 7 Ks, a walk, and a home run allowed. And away at the Diamondbacks, 4 innings, 2 hits, 2 Ks, I should say 2 walks, 8 K, and no earned runs by Luis Garcia. Like I said, I think he's bet on the road, but or at home, I should say. But I'm trying to figure out a way to bet him here, Andrew, and I don't know if I can find one yet. What do you have on this one so far?
Yeah, I mean, these are 2 interesting teams. Blue Jays off to a good start, obviously. Won the last 4 games, looking to go for the sweep here. So, to me, that means I think Houston comes out here and keeps this game close. And I think Houston kind of comes out on top in this game. But overall, I think I'd stay away from this game. I mean, I think there's too many question marks in different spots for these 2 teams. I'm not high on either one here for this game, just because, again, kind of want to test the waters here and see what these pitchers bring here to start the season. 2 still kind of question mark teams, how the Astros are still responding. They haven't caught up yet. So this game, I think I slightly stay away.
I think I'm going to get to the window on this one, guys. I'm having a little bit of difficulty here. So obviously we'll need the chat, leaning on the chat heavy today, and I appreciate that, everyone. 133 people watching live right now, so hit the like button while you guys are here. Appreciate it as always. I want to take the Astros here. Kikuchi has seen, or I should say they've seen Kikuchi a lot. 240 average against with over a 5.8 FIP against Kikuchi. Bregman, 17 at-bats, 6 hits, 3 doubles, a home run, 1 strikeout. Yuli Gurriel, 19 at-bats, 5 hits, 1 double, 2 home runs, 3 Ks. Yordan Alvarez, 18 at-bats, 6 hits, 2 doubles, 2 home runs, 4 Ks. I think I'm going to take the Astros here, guys. I think I'm going to take the Astros first 5 here. I don't want to take the money line, so I think I will take my dreaded first 5 minus a half here. I understand that the Astros have not been hitting well. They're 24th currently against left-handed pitchers. But I hope that fucking Kikuchi is the pitcher they need to see to get it going. Coming off a good start at the Red Sox. I will be very interested to see this game. And the worst part about betting Texas games, I should say, Texas baseball team games for me, is fighting the blackouts to try to watch this game. So officially I'm in Astros first 5 minus a half at plus 105 here, Andrew. Do you have any opinions on that play before we keep moving, I should say?
No, I like that play. Like I said, I lean that direction as well. I would just, with these 2 guys and the way these 2 teams are, I just stay away from this one. But no, if I was going to make something, yes, it would be on the Astros.
And I will say this. I mean, I was impressed with Kikuchi. I thought he was going to be a sieve, and I thought he was going to give up some runs against the Red Sox. But like I said, the Red Sox offense has been shit, so you got to keep balancing that out. And I will say, let me see, Real Deal Prime says Kikuchi will use his fastball more at the Dome in Houston. I do not. Control issues, by the way, for Moose Money doesn't fit. Yeah. My concern, I guess, would be the the Blue Jays. They're like 8 through 9 hitters or 7 through 9 hitters have just been flicking home runs to the Crawford boxes this series. So I would be concerned about the odd home run there, like it's been happening for them the last 2 days. But I'm still going to ride with it. Houston first 5 minus a half at plus 104. I think this could be a better team than the Blue Jays at the end of the day. So It will be fun to watch. And I know Real Deal Prime, when I say that, you want to take your pitchforks and throw them at me. But I definitely think the Astros could be a better squad at the end of the year. So it will be fun to watch. But right now, they're definitely not. And we'll see. We'll see. First 5 minus a half, plus a half, or minus a half, excuse me. Next game on the docket is a game that we don't have to spend too much time on. JT Brubaker and the Cubs versus the Pittsburgh Pirates. And right now, according to RotoWire, 56% of rain, 58% chance, I should say. 15-mile-per-hour wind blowing out. I don't want to bet this game because of the rain. However, if I was going to bet this game, it would be over because of the wind and all that stuff. But I don't think this game will go. Andrew, what about you?
No, I agree with that. I mean, with the rain, who knows if it's going to get postponed? And for me, I always stay away with that because who knows, even if it gets off to a good start and then it gets delayed, messes with the rhythm. Now you get the relievers coming in early and everything. So I would be hesitant on this game and stay away.
By the way, did you see that the Bears shut out the Steelers last night in this game? This was a good point here by Moose Money. The Bears 86 offense took them to school and they won 21-0 against the Pittsburgh Pirates yesterday. That was very funny to see. Yeah, I'm off this game too. I don't think this game will be played, but keep an eye on those wins. I noticed it yesterday. Usually these totals right now are sitting around 7.5, 8.5, maybe a 9.5. If you're like in Coors or something, but you get a random day in Chicago when you see a 10, just know the wind's going. The wind is going. Next game on the docket. We only got 2 games left. Wow. Actually, no, that's a lie. I would say I didn't upload the graphics. So there we go. Let me upload those graphics while I break down this next game. Baltimore Orioles versus the Los Angeles Angels, who I think are going to make the playoffs this year. And they're on the right track so far. We don't hate them. We don't hate their efforts. 8-7 are these Angels right now. Jose Suarez on the mound, 0-1, a 5.19 ERA. I bet him successfully last time out versus the Rangers, 4 1/3, 5 hits, 3 earned runs off a home run, 3 walks, 3 Ks. Believe I bet the Angels first 5 there, and it cashed by half a run, I should say. So I do not hate that. Chris Ellis on the other side, he earned himself a spot, another start in this rotation last time out. And I respect the hell out of that for Chris Ellis. At Oakland, he goes out there and shoves 4 1/3, 4 hits, 3 walks, 2 Ks, I supposed to say, and no earned runs. Honestly, here, I think I would be looking to fade my man Chris Ellis here. I don't think, I think it's one of those things where you go out there and your adrenaline's running high. You have your first start of your career and you're like, I need to have a great start here to solidify my spot. He goes out there and does it. Now, Angels offense is a good hitting squad. Right now, they're second against right-handed pitching, 133 weighted runs created plus. So I think this is an Angels spot here. It's just a matter of how you guys bet it. Andrew, what do you have on this one?
First half total runs, I don't mind that over 4.5, or excuse me, over 5.5 plus 114. I think, like you said, the Angels offense is really good too. I don't know how much I can trust Suarez, so I think that's a dangerous pitcher there. I get Baltimore isn't the best team, but I think against a pitcher like Suarez, they might be able to get out to a couple runs early on. So I would look at the over 5.5 first half plus 114. I don't think that's bad, and I like those odds too. So that's something to keep track of. And again, a young pitcher, he goes out and struggles early on after beating up the A's. If he comes back here against his Angels offense and they touch him up early, I think that could be a dangerous spot there for him too. So I'd take a look at that first half total runs, and then the Angels Angels first half run line minus 0.5, minus 122 odds. I don't mind that either. So a couple Angels plays here possibly.
I like that. Jared Walsh, I should say Mike Trout. I'm looking at Jared Walsh's name. I'm thinking Mike Trout. Mike Trout, like Moose Money saying, is heating up. Another home run yesterday. Hope he's slowly going to pass Vladdy in WAR. I think I would probably lean to your over 2 here, but I think you said 5.5, a little bit too high for me. And I'd want Ohtani to go out there. If I want to bet an over, I want Ohtani to go do his thing. And has not been doing it so far. But definitely Angels in some aspects. And by the way, Moose Money, you matched 2 of two taters yesterday, so I didn't even see the second one. I saw one, and I was like, oh, and then probably saw the other one. I was like, oh, that's just a replay of the first one. He's that good. He's that good. I mean, come on, guys. Next game on the docket. We'll pass that game because no one wants to talk. I hate to break it to everyone. No one wants to talk Orioles, Angels. I love both teams, but not popular squads to bet on. But we'll talk about this game and how much it fucking screwed me yesterday. Angels at Rangers. I had a triple up spot on the A's, and they do fucking absolute nothing. Did not bring the offense. 0 runs. I think it was a 0-3 loss at the end of the day. Super, super annoying. Martin Perez looks like a Cy Young Award winner against this Oakland squad. And now they've got Garrett Richards, who is another old friend of mine. And I want to bet. I want to fade him. I want to bet against him here. And I think I'm just a little worried, a little gun shy with the Oakland A's right now after what happened yesterday. But what the fuck? Garrett Richards should not be favored. He should not be favored. The one concern here, of course, is the Rangers against lefties. Fourth against lefties, 150 weighted runs created plus. And Oakland right now against righties, obviously they're shit 20th. So you got to thread that needle. I'm looking, I don't like saying this, guys, but I'm looking over here again. Over first 5 over 4, minus 115. I think that's very interesting.
Yeah.
By the way, Michael Anderson, yes, run plus 105. I like that a lot too. We talked about yes run in the first innings. It takes a lot of balls. So I think I'm gonna make that official right now. First 5 over 4, but I want to look at the chat and see what they have to say, and I want to see what you have to say, Andrew. And by the way, a lot of A's backers, A's will not get swept. Dabby Cab telling me about double and triple ups. You were right about that, my man. Rob Free, fuck the A's, big fuck the A's energy. And Moose Money, rinse, wash, repeat from yesterday. Andrew, here, what do you got?
Yeah, you took one of mine. The first half total over 4. I like that as well. I see it at over 4.5 plus 112. So also good odds there on here. So I think that's definitely the play. I can't trust Cole Irvin. So I think both pitchers here are interesting matchups for each offense there. I think the lefty will favor the Rangers there. So it's another interesting game. I agree. I don't remember which one said it, but I can't see the A's getting swept either. So, I mean, I think the A's bounce back here as well. So I kind of like the A's overall for the game too.
Chad Cannon giving a good, important shout out that is really, really important. So thank you, Chad Cannon, for mentioning this. Spencer Howard is shown as the primary, and he says that he'll go 3 innings probably. So they're expecting they're thinking a Garrett Richards for 1 inning because he's had 4 relief appearances this year, all for 1 inning, all very good. And they think they're going to just piggyback Spencer Howard right off of it. And you know Spencer Howard pretty well, Andrew. What do you think of him?
I'm not a big Spencer Howard fan, so that even defends the over 4.5 even more than if Spencer Howard is the one coming in later. I've seen enough of Spencer Howard. He can't go too deep into games either, so that's an interesting matchup. Actually, both these, or if Spencer Howard is the primary, him and Cole Irvin were both with the Phillies at one point there in the.
Oh, really?
The hopeful of the young arms coming up, and both of them were really bad and moved on from the Phillies. So this one shouts over.
Okay. Well, then I'm going to make this official then. First 5 over 4. I'm not going to take the 4.5 over 4 at minus 115. God, like I said, I don't like taking overs. I do not like taking overs right now with how poorly everyone in the league is hitting. But here we are taking it Oakland, Texas over. I hope the Rangers show up, man. I hope the Rangers show up. So we'll see it here. And by the way, my favorite part, Andrew, about us doing these shows together is slowly everyone's just calling you AJ now. So I love that. AJ is going to be your name. I love it. AJ, Chad Cannon agrees with you. That's what it is. This is what it is, Andrew.
Hey, there's some people that call me AJ. It's because the Twitter handle is right there. It's people probably think my actual name is AJ.
Yeah, no, definitely. Definitely. But Don Max says, I can't, LOL. Good luck, Jose. Yeah, I mean, I feel that same way about my bet right now. If someone else told me they were taking a first 5 over, I would be like, ha, good luck. Overs aren't hitting nowadays. And now I'm betting one. So yeah. By the way, Chief officially on Boston Red Sox and Tampa Bay Rays. No run first inning, -124. Look at that. And Jake Burns, appreciate you already at 18. Say Hayes. Yes, we appreciate that. And Moose Money, Rangers team total over 5. First 5. Don't hate that. I also looked at the Rangers full game team total over 3.5 at -120. And I do not hate that at all. I hate that at all. Next game on the docket, the game that we have on the screen right here, Kansas City Royals versus the Seattle Mariners. The Seamen versus the Royals. Robbie Ray on the bump here. My guy here, I've backed him several times this point, or this year. I did not back him against the White Sox because he is a lefty, as we all know how that goes. Carlos Hernandez, my Venezuelan compatriot. Let's start with him. He's 0-0 this year, a 7.27 ERA. Last time out versus the Minnesota Twins, he went 4 1/3, 8 hits, 3 earned runs, 1 walk, no strikeouts. And to start off his year versus the Cleveland Guardians, 4 1/3 again, 6 hits, 4 earned runs off a home run, 2 walks, and a strikeout. Very similar start for him. Robbie Ray on the other side, I would say he's having a pretty typical year. Versus the Rangers, he dominates, and that's pretty good for a Rangers squad that hits lefties. 6 innings pitched, 4 hits, 2 earned runs, 4 Ks, 1 walk. And against the White Sox, his second start of the year, the start that I faded him, took his under strikeout props to success. 6 1/3, 10 hits, 6 earned runs, 3 home runs allowed, 4 Ks, 2 walks for Robbie here. Now, I think I'm obviously leaning towards Seattle here. I think it's tough to back the Royals, especially against left-handed hitting or left-handed pitching. They are the worst against left-handed pitching this year. They have taken that spot from the Arizona Diamondbacks. 58 weighted runs created plus, only 53 plate appearances, which is pretty shocking to see. But the Royals are a bad offensive squad this year. I'm leaning towards Robbie Ray, but right now on Bovada, like I said, I'm sorry I don't have the odds on the screen for you guys right now, but right now you got plus 155 for the Kansas City Royals, minus 188 for the Seamen, and the year total is sitting at an 8. The first 5 is sitting at a 4.5 total. Andrew, anything on this one for you?
Yeah, I've always liked Robbie Ray. I like the Mariners run line here, minus 1.5, plus 106. I like those odds there for against a team like Kansas City and a pitcher in Carlos Hernandez who really you don't know what you're going to get out, has been unpredictable. But, I mean, Ty France, I mean, he's playing unbelievable right now. I mean, talk about
former
that
San
game.
Antonio Mission. Yep.
What was that?
Former San Antonio Mission. Yeah. He was there when I was a bat boy. He was hitting 340 when I was a bat boy at the Missions too. So, yeah, he rakes for sure. I love Ty France.
Yeah, in his last 7 games, hit 483, 3 home runs, and 11 RBIs. So I kind of want to ride his bat as well. So between him and Robbie Ray, I like a lot of Seattle here in this game. Even the first half money line as well.
Renee Fisher chiming in. Too many teams following the analytics just want to mash home runs instead of free singles and a bunt down the line. Yeah, that's what it is. And those teams are going to be benefited next year with no shift. So no shift. Oberus chiming in. Mariners, too many close games for a run line to me, but Kansas City is the team to do it. I don't hate that. And by the way, Alexis Ruiz, bat boy of the season. Yes, the worst bat boy in San Antonio Mission's history. You're looking at right here. Right here. Don Mack, I don't know what to do with Ray's velocity and Ks still aren't there, even with a 4 xFIP. Rangers in this game. Or is a 4 xFIP in the Rangers game. But the Rangers are first against lefties, so just it's a pretty good team to do that against. I understand that the expected FIP there is high, but I think I'm going to ride with you, Andrew. I think I'm going to take the Seattle Mariners run line minus 1.5 plus 105 here. I think that this is the squad to do it with. Like we said, they play a lot of close games. They're the Cardiac Mariners. But Carlos Hernandez, he's a meh righty, to be honest. I love him. Of course, he's from Venezuela. Robbie Ray dominates. So, yeah, give me Seattle run line. -1.5 here, +105. I did not think I was going to do that. I will make it official here in a bet. I've written it down. I have not bet it. But I think I will make that official, and I'm going to continue talking myself into it. And by the way, Moose Money, I'm cautiously optimistic on this Royals team, especially if the pen does what they should. Pen blew up a little bit yesterday, but I agree with you. I mean, they've got the arms. Stalmont, Barlow, and Amir Garrett are a great little threesome for them. And I love Salvi Perez, of course. And by the way, here's my my Bat Boy story of the day. Salvi Perez once gave me $100 for just taking care of him for the weekend while he was in San Antonio. So shout out to my favorite player that's on the Red Sox, Salvi Perez. Next spot on the board, a very good matchup here. I think the matchup of the night, Sean Manaea and the San Diego Fathers versus Clayton Kershaw and the Padres here. Game of the night. Game of the night here by far. Manaea 2-1, 1.42 ERA. 6 innings pitched, 6 hits, a home run, 6 Ks, and 2 walks versus the Cincinnati Reds. A great start at the Giants. 6 innings pitched, 4 hits, 2 earned runs, 6 Ks, 2 walks. And at the Diamondbacks, 7 innings pitched, 0 hits, 1 walk, 7 Ks for Manaea this year. He's been dominating, absolutely dominating. You love to see that. Kershaw on the other side. I mean, what can we say about Kershaw? I was kind of down on him going into the year, and he has shown me everything I've wanted to see and more. I mean, my goodness. Kershaw, 5 innings pitched, 6 hits, 4 earned runs, 2 home runs, 7 Ks versus the Braves. Like kind of a shaky start with those home runs. But obviously that was coming off of his 7 perfect, 13 strikeout performance at the Twins. So what could we really expect from him there? We can't really, expect him to dominate like that every time out. And I think that's a pretty good start against those Braves, I should say, the defending world champions. Obviously, a lot of familiarity on both sides here. Kershaw has been seen by these Padres 182 times for only a 227 batting average. There we go. Will Myers has seen him 50 plate appearances, 8 hits only hitting 160. Eric Hosmer rips him. 306 batting average and 36 plate appearances, 11 hits, 2 doubles, 2 home runs, and 5 strikeouts. Manny Machado, seen him a bunch too, obviously. 30 at-bats, 8 hits, 3 home runs, 7 Ks. On the other side, there is a lot of familiarity with Sean Manaea and the Dodgers too. Oakland and the Dodgers probably play a lot since they are both West Coast teams. Do not hate that. Mookie Betts, 17 plate appearances, 6 hits, a double, triple, and 2 home runs. Mookie Betts props are in play, so you can see a lot of these guys have a high average against Manaea too. 5 for 2 for Chris Taylor. Cody Bellinger, 7 for 2. And by the way, both dudes have a home run off of him. Max Muncy, 1 for 3 with a home run off of him. Justin Turner, 3 for 5. So I'm leaning towards the Dodgers for sure, obviously. That's an easy thing to say. I think I would lean towards Dodgers first 5. You can get Dodgers first 5 -0.5 at -115. Their money line is at -160. And the first 5 total is at 3.5, which I initially would lean under towards, honestly. What do you have here, Andrew?
I think I haven't really set a player prop since the beginning of the show, I feel like. So here comes another one for me. I look at Mookie Betts over 1.5. I get it. He's struggling early on in the season, but he hits Manaea really well. He needs something to get him going. I think this is the game that gets him going here. He's hitting, like you said, 353 off him. He's got 5 extra base hits off of just Sean Manaea alone. So 1 extra base hit would get that if he continues that trend. And he has 2 home runs off him also, which we get that. So I like the over 1.5 bases at -115. I think this is the game that gets bets going.
-170 right now for the Dodgers full game, +140 for the Padres. So it's obviously priced to the Dodgers side. I didn't look at the full game money lines when I was looking at this game just now, and I was pretty surprised to see a -170 for Kershaw right there. And by the way, Moose Money making a really, really good point here. Our best late inning arms or high leverage arms might not be available today. That makes me lean towards the Dodgers even more.
Yeah.
Renee saying who Moose Money is going for, and he knows now. Sean Murphy Journal. Angels cost me money last night. Padres and Mariners came through for me, though. Love that. I'm going to leave this comment on the screen for a little bit. Anthony, I appreciate your manhood and coming in here and saying that. It takes a big man to admit when they're wrong, and I appreciate that. I might be wrong because I gave the Nets one game. I thought it was going to be Celtics in 5. Maybe it won't be. Who knows?
I got Ben Simmons come back.
I cannot wait. One of the people you were most wrong about in your life.
That's true. I was very wrong about that guy.
In your life, and I will always remember that. So I think I'm leaning here. Dodgers first 5 -1/2 -115. But ultimately, I think the under for 3.5 here, as dicey as that is the play. Right now, if you look against lefties, the Padres are 7th, 122 weighted runs created plus, and the Dodgers are 25th, 66 weighted runs created plus. So if you're worried here about Manaea, you could just always be reliant on those Dodgers lefty stats. I think I'm going to take it. You know what? Officially, I'm going to take the Dodgers, Padres under 3.5 for the first 5 innings there. A little ballsy there, and it's a -120. So 3.5 make me uncomfortable, but I think both these guys shove. I think both these guys shove. And by the way, Dodgers money line JA. I don't bet it every game. Hey, they're gonna have 100 wins this year, so I don't hate that proposition at all. And Real Deal Prime saying never bet against Clayton Kershaw. And I cannot say your first name in there, but gaming Dodgers run line. I think this will be a closer game. So I don't know if the Dodgers run line is the play here. And Manaea gone. As you say, Manaea gone is going to probably good look there because there's 6 innings. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I hope so too. I think both these pitchers will go 6 innings. Ideally, these guys go 6 to 5 innings each, and then they turn it over to the bullpen. And Moose Money, obviously a Padres guy. Manaea was shaky on his control last time out. 2 walks, 6 Ks. I mean, he's had 2 walks before, but you've watched this team obviously a lot closer than I do, Moose. I hope that's going to be something that he realizes and comes out and tries to fix. His first start at home was last time against the Reds, and he's going to have another start at home here too. So that makes me feel better. Too. So, yeah, I'm going to take that first 5 under there. I officially talked myself all the way into it there. Next game on the docket, 2 more on the game, 2 more on the card here. Thanks everyone for watching. As always, 156 people watching. Thank you guys so much as always. Hit the like button. I appreciate it as always. And by the way, if you guys want to get more Say Hey plays, more picks from us, you can follow me at Jose Bouquett on Twitter. All the plays get posted there as soon as I make them with lines and such. So go follow me there, and go follow my buddy at Andrew Santangelo as well. Does a bunch of Philly stuff. So go do that. The next game we're going to talk about is the game we have on the screen. Tyler Megill and the New York Metropolitans versus Madison Bumgarner and the Arizona Diamondbacks here. And Megill has been a guy that I have backed all year. All year I've bet him. His last start out with his worst start of the year versus the Giants, and he did have some struggles. His velocity was down. A bit. The announcers were saying it. He had 2 pretty tough innings in the second and third inning against the Giants, and then he kind of figured it out. He got comfortable on the mound again, worked it out, got the fastball life again, and I don't know here, Andrew. I'm a little worried to bet on him after that diminished velo start. I kind of wanted to see it again here. So that's why I have not made anything official here. I have not put a bet on this game. Madison Bumgarner on the other side can obviously have himself a great day at home. So I'm off this game, I think. -165 full game, +140 for the Diamondbacks, 8.5 total, and a 4.5 for the first 5. Yeah, I'm leaving first 5 under here, obviously, but I think I'm off this game entirely. Andrew, anything here?
What worries me about this game is even with Bumgarner throwing fairly well to start the year, he's not going deep into games at all, and his control's obviously been a problem. He's already got 10 walks through 3 games and 13 innings. He hasn't gone deeper than 5 innings, and Arizona is not a team I want to trust their bullpen. So that's what scares me about this game is how deep will Bumgarner go. You mentioned McGill, his struggles last game, so I don't know. This game almost tells me to stay away from it just because there's so many question marks around it. And Arizona's coming off a win last night. I'd have a hard time believing the Mets lose 2 straight to Arizona as well. So I
Yeah,
don't know. This creates a lot of question marks for me. So that means I stay away from this one.
that's a good point though. I like your point that Mets probably going to lose 2 straight to Arizona here. Moose Money said Bum's velocity still up. I almost pulled the trigger on the under, but I'm expecting a blow up by Madison Bumgarner. I mean, yeah, it's only fucking that's the scary part about it. Mad Bum always gives his team a fighting chance. Yeah, Rene. I mean, his first 3 starts of the year at the Nationals, 5 innings pitched, 2 hits, 2 runs, none of them earned, 4 walks, 5 Ks. Versus the Astros, 5 innings pitched, 5 hits, 1 earned run, 2 Ks, 2 walks. And versus the Padres to start off his year, 3 innings pitched, 1 hit, 1 earned run, 4 walks, 2 Ks. All that's to say, I think officially know what I want to bet on this game. I'm going to bet the no run in the first inning, minus 125 here. Juicy, I have not bet a no run in the first inning in a minute. It's been a little bit. I think that Bumgarner can retire the guys in order here in the first inning, and then from there, who the fuck knows? Mets will probably end up winning this game as well, and the Mets right now 15th, 97th against lefty. So no run in the first inning for me is now the play here, minus 125 in that game. Andrew, anything official you want to make there, or we just keep moving?
No, I keep moving. I'm going to stay away from this game.
All right, well, perfect, because then we're on the main event of the evening. Sunday Night Baseball, Milwaukee Brewers versus your Philadelphia Phillies. Thank you, Peter Loshak, for teaching me the dramatic pauses. That's what that was right there, Andrew. I'm gonna clear out, Andrew. I'm gonna clear out. I'm gonna let you have the floor. You introduce this game. I'll just give a quick soliloquy about Eric Lauer. Eric Lauer 1-0, a 3.48 ERA this year. 9-6 are the Milwaukee Brewers this year. Versus the Pirates last time out, 6 innings pitched, 5 hits, 1 run off a home run, 5 Ks, 1 walk. And to start off his year, Lauer 4 1/3, 3 hits, 4 runs, 3 earns off of 1 home run, 2 Ks, 2 walks, 5 Ks for Lauer. But he's going against the Philadelphia Phillies here, Andrew, and your boy Aaron Nola. Take it away, Andrew. What are we doing here with your Phillies?
Hey, it's going to be a fun Sunday night baseball game. Aaron Nola's a pitcher. You don't know what you're going to get at him at this point. I mean, obviously, 2-3 years ago it was fun, but now he's a question mark. He'll give you 3 really good innings to start, and then he'll start to struggle. We've seen that. His control's been up and down so far this year, especially after that first game. The Mets, he had 3 walks. Colorado, he has 1 walk, but he only lasts 5 innings. Gives up 2 runs and a home run. I'd be cautious with it, in all honesty. Milwaukee's a team that hits him very well, so they got a lot of guys on that team that can hit him. In his career, Milwaukee's hitting 329 off of Aaron Nola as a team, which is obviously a scary number there if you wanted to ride something on Nola. So honestly, in this game, Sunday Night Baseball, I don't hate the over at 7.5. I think that's gonna hit tonight with it being Sunday Night Baseball. I think that's a play possibly because you have a guy on the other side who struggled a little bit so far in different starts this year. So we all know what the Phillies offense can be. Nick Castellanos is hitting really well. So, and the Phillies seem to slowly have been figuring out things on offense as well. Milwaukee put up a 5 spot yesterday. So I think that's one spot I'm leaning towards in this game is over 7.5. The series is split right now, 1-1 going into this game too. So that kind of throws different things out the window as well, as this is the series decider.
Yeah, you guys need this one.
But both teams do.
I'm going to give the refresh right quick on RotoWire to see expected lineups for the Phillies: Segura, Hoskins, Harper, Castellanos, Realmuto, Kyle, Alec Boehm, DD, and Matt Verling. You've got 9 miles an hour wind left to right, and it will be a beautiful evening in Philadelphia. Beautiful evening. I'll be honest, Andrew, just based off your breakdown, I want to take the Brewers. You're a big Phillies
fair.
guy. You're a huge Phillies guy, and whenever you say to anything poorly about the Phillies, it makes me want to take the Brewers here, and a lot of the chat is with the two Robert Franklin on the Brew Crew, Don Mack looking at Hunter Renfroe over 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs. By the way, Hunter Renfroe was on our show yesterday, so shout out to you, Dabby Cab. He had a good hit yesterday too, and Moose Money shouting out the Padres defense special. I said Daniel Zomerdyke started 140 innings, 16 games, no errors, MLB record, and and the defense has been special. Jerson Pofar's throw last night was sick.
See, what's interesting is the first half money line is Brewers plus 140, the Phillies minus 172. So that says the complete opposite of everything.
Man, Andrew, so you really think the Phillies are vulnerable tonight, huh?
Aaron Nola just scares me. I mean, he's given nobody any reason. I mean, his strikeout numbers are still there a little bit, but again, you look at what he's done last year. He's coming off a very bad year last year, and you look at this year, he gave up 4 runs to the A's, 3 runs to the Mets in 3 innings, and then 2 runs in 5 innings to Colorado, and he's 1-2 on the year. So he's just a pitcher that scares me right now. And according to RotoWire, I mean, Aaron Nola, I mean, again, Brewers hitting 329 off him. So I mean that's a scary number, but a Raven in the Desert says that Nola's 4-1 with a 3.05 career ERA versus the Brewers. So that's an interesting number as well.
It's interesting, by the way. Moose Money, 921 OPS for the Phillies versus lefties, like we mentioned, second in the league right now versus lefties.
No, and that's where it becomes interesting, and that's kind of why I like the over in this game too. Is Phillies doing well off lefties? Aaron Nola struggled here and there, so to me, 8 runs is going to hit in this game.
I think you make a lot of sense, Andrew. I liked your breakdown, and I think I'm going to take the over, guys. You know, I've said it I don't know how many times I've said it just on this show. I don't want to bet overs in this baseball climate right now. But I think I'm gonna take one here, and which is crazy to say. I'm gonna take the full game over 7.5 Milwaukee, Philadelphia here, and let me double check the line. I assume it's a minus 110. It is a minus 110. Wow, not what I expected here, Andrew. Not what I expected at all.
Hey, and then the Phillies team total runs is over 4 at minus 122. The Brewers are over 3.5 at plus 104. If that interests anybody as well.
You said Brewers team total over 3.5?
Over 3.5 plus 104.
Oh, Andrew. That's another good one right there. I'm not going to make that one official. I'm not going to double up on this one. But I love team total over 3.5. I think that's the perfect number to bet team totals. And that's a good one. That is a good one right there. So I'll start the Milwaukee Brewers team total over 3.5 here. Andrew, I will admit I have faded your aces on this staff to success here. I have faded Zach Wheeler on almost every one of his starts this year, except for the one I should have actually. He didn't have his spring training, and he struggled this year. And now Nola. Interesting. Bruce Hayward, backwood. Yeah, I guess it is kind of a backwood game, but it's Sunday Night Baseball, so you know. All right, thanks everyone for watching. As always, we've hit the portion of the show where we recap our picks here. Let's get our shit situated here, gentlemen. Let me see here. I came into this show with no plays on this card, and now I have 7. I have 7 plays going into it. Bruce Hayward, that game scares me. It does scare me too. I agree with you wholeheartedly. All right, so we will start off here. I'll start off with the top. I'm doing the Bobano split here. And I have to write a note now. I have to Photoshop Bobano's face onto Freddie Freeman's body doing the split here. So I'm going to do the Bobano split. First 5 money line, full game money line for the Cardinals, minus 145, minus 135. I do not like giving out those juicy prices, but the point is I think the Cardinals succeed today, and I think they win. Cleveland, New York, first 5 over 3.5 at minus 120. I'm realizing now that I have a lot of minus 120s, and I don't feel great about that. Houston, first 5, minus a half at plus 105. The first 5 over in Oakland and Texas, over 4 at -115. No run in the first inning in Arizona, New York Mets, -125. And the full game over Milwaukee, Philadelphia at -110 for me. I'm not going to make that Milwaukee team total 3.5 official, but that is something I also really like as well. Andrew, what do you got for you today?
Okay, so I got 6 plays. I went with the Rockies money line +110 against the Detroit Tigers. I went with the St. Louis Cardinals run line -1.5 at +114. I went with the Cardinals team total over 4.5 there at -104. I went with the first half over 4.5 of Oakland and Texas -115. The Seattle run line -1.5 at +105, and then the Phillies Brewers game over as well at 7.5, as we just talked about.
I forgot about that Seattle run line that I was thinking about. I guess I'm not going to make that official. Then I've already got 7 plays. I will not make that official, and I will stick to what I have so far. Daniel Zomerdijk, by the way, chimes in. Aaron Nola cannot win the first 5 innings, and the Phillies cannot hold. We need Milwaukee is one of those things, and we'll have a probably big 4th inning. Yeah, I agree with you. I've realized now, I think my least favorite innings in a baseball game now are the 4th and 5th innings. That's where my bets go to die. And simultaneously, they are where bets go to win, too. The second time through the order is when those overs and such start to hit. So I don't hate that. I do not hate that. Real Deal Prime putting it perfectly. Big day, y'all. It is a big day. Need a bounce back. From yesterday's performance. I think I ended up going 7-6 minus 2.5 units. Pretty frustrating day, especially coming off an 8-0-1 day. I need to have a big day here. It's the end of the weekend. Shout out to Molly the dog for making an appearance. It's the end of the weekend, so we need to have a big day so we can have a lower amount to pay our bookies this week. Thanks, everyone, for watching. Thank you, guys. I can't express it enough. Moose Money, appreciate you for watching. Let's get that cash. Let's do it, everyone. Only overs on my card, and I'm terrified. Yeah, I'm realizing
One of
that
those
too.
days.
I don't have any unders on my card, and Noli Nose is going to be pissed at me. I'm going to get yelled at by Noli Nose. It's going to be fun. Jamal Martin, let's cash. St. Louis, San Francisco, and Tampa Bay tonight. Ronnie and Bergia, shout out to you, my man. Thank you for watching. We'll be back again here tomorrow. It is Monday tomorrow, so it's going to be a lighter show. Monday, Jimmy the Bag joining me tomorrow. My father, Jimmy the Bag. Hold on, let's show this graphic. We have not shown it in a while. Let's say A plays. This is say hey plays. Here we go. Me and my father, Jimmy the Bag, back again tomorrow. It's going to be fun. Andrew, thank you for joining me. And happy belated birthday to you, by the way.
I appreciate it.
It was Andrew's birthday this week, everyone. So give Andrew a happy birthday while you guys are leaving. Thanks, everyone, for watching. You guys make this show special. I appreciate you guys very much. And I will do this real quick. I want to shout out to my man, the guys at the banners. Obviously not backing the Red Sox, but shout out to Saturated, Sabino and Guano, Big Show Picks, JM, Jay Peasy, Paul Taylor the Staler twice, the Eldorado Custodian, and Kyle Hentlian, who has 3 banners coming up there now. 3 banners coming soon for Kyle Hentlian. He's got $30 donos in the chat, so we appreciate you, my man. Remember, if you guys want your own banners up there, just donate $10 or more, and I will make your banner, put it up there, and you will be immortalized with all of those legends forever. All of those legends forever. Andrew, thanks so much. We'll see you soon. Next time you will be on the show is on my calendar is the 4th. The 4th. So I cannot wait. I believe May. It's May the 4th. So that's a Star Wars day. Sure?
It's Star Wars Day.
Yeah, May the 4th will be with you. You've never seen a Star Wars, I'm sure.
Hey, that's one of the movies I have seen. Okay, not many, but not many. I will give you that. But I have seen the Star Wars movies.
Okay, thank you so much. All right, guys, we'll catch you guys next time. Thank you guys as always for watching. 116 people watching to end the show. We appreciate you guys. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. Hit the like button on the way out, and join us tomorrow again, 5:30 Eastern, 4:30 Central, Monday. Jimmy the Bag and I hosting the show, and I'll give you guys the quick spoiler. 113 people watching. These are my close personal friends. I'm going to pull Jimmy tomorrow, guys. I'm going to guarantee that. I'm going to pull him off the screen tomorrow. He's done it to me hundreds of times, and tomorrow I get to exact my revenge. So if you're watching tomorrow, be aware of that because that's going to happen. It's going to be a funny time, and I can't wait to see his reaction. And by the way, Alexa's saying, I hope you had a good birthday, Andrew. So
it was very good. Thank you. Very good.
Awesome. All right. So we'll catch you guys next time. Until then, hope all your plays cash. Until then, see you guys.